Hi, I'm Nicholas Boothman, and I used to be a fashion photographer, and then about 18 years ago I had seen so many people with a lot of potential but no people skills. As a father of 5 kids and as a fashion photographer traveling all over the world, I decided to do something about it. So I decided to become a speaker. And my speaking career wasn't bad, but I learned very early on it wasn't going very fast. So I decided I needed to write a book, and preferably a bestseller. And so I came up with a way to write a book, because I'd never written one before. And I wrote this book, How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less. It has since been translated into over 30 languages and sold several million copies. And in fact, I have to share this by way of boasting. Today, without realizing it, I happened to look, because when you become an author, stay away from checking your stats, stay away from Amazon, it will depress you. But this is where it is, 18 years later, on Amazon. This is on Kindle, because people buy books on Kindle today, and on Kindle, if you're with a big publisher, on Kindle, you make more money. So here it is, after 18 years, number 528 out of about 3.5 million books. Number 2 in parenting and relationships. The number 1 business book on business communication skills on Amazon, and the number 3 in healthy relationships. And here it is, just on the first page, because I was thrilled as anybody to hear this. This is today, the number 1 best-selling book in business communication skills. Anyway, I'm boasting, but the point is, as a non-writer, I developed a way of writing books that actually sell, because there's all the difference in the world between a book that sells and between writing a book and selling a book. Pretty much anybody given enough motivation, either offered $1 million or a gun against your head, can probably write a book. But selling a book is completely different. And so if you get the selling part right before you actually write the book, then your chances of selling a book go through the roof. And that's what we're teaching on this course. In fact, we're teaching everything. But there are some things you have to do before you write a book. The title is incredibly important, and there are aspects of the title. But there are 5 stages to writing a saleable book. There is preparing it, producing it, actually writing it, polishing it, promoting it, and then publishing it. And if you don't get these in the right order, if you get them in the wrong order, it's not going to happen. We all know people who've written books, and after they've sold them to their family and their next door neighbor, or forced them to buy a copy, they're all in the garage. But mind you, this is a book about self-help, and this is the book, Write a Saleable Book, that I wrote about how I wrote. In fact, 3 books I have written that have all been in 30 languages and all done very, very well, and a couple that aren't here right now. By the way, here's my first copy of How to Make People Like You. It went from there. But I wrote this book, How to Write a Saleable Book in 10-Minute Bursts of Madness, about how to actually write a book that actually sells. This is how I wrote my books, because I'm not a writer. I was a photographer, but we can all write. And so I did it in bursts of madness and put together a course where we do it in these stages, and that's what we're teaching. And this is not if you're going to become an author for the sake of becoming an author, and it's not really about fiction, but this is, as it says on here, it's to package your expertise, gain instant credibility, have fun and make money, definitely, connect as an expert, open new doors for your business or your life or your love life, build your brand, and leave a legacy. And I'll say one thing to you, that when you write and publish a book in this style, which is a book that you can be proud of and will work for you whilst you're sleeping, your life will change for the better. Nothing will ever be the same again after you've written and published a book that actually sells. So I really hope you come to this course. We've helped so many people all around the States and some parts of Europe actually put their books together, and we've reduced this course so that you can arrive at about early afternoon, mid-afternoon on Friday, and by the time you leave on mid-afternoon on Sunday, you have written the entire bones of your first draft of a book. And then it's kind of, I liken it to being like a Christmas tree. Once you've written that, you've got the Christmas tree in the house, or the Hanukkah bush, or tree, whatever. But then all you have to do then is decorate it, and you can take your time doing that. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a few more videos like this, talking about the techniques we use, about how writing a book is like crossing a stream, how each chapter is kind of like a shish kebab. It has a hook and a point and bits of steak and sizzle. The absolute fundamental of a title, how important a title is, where your head has to be in order to write a book. It's not enough to want to write a book. You absolutely have to write a book, and you have to get yourself in that position. So stay tuned. We'll talk some more.